Very excited to speak to you, Eli. You want to introduce yourself to everyone of what MindBridge AI does and your background a little bit?
Yeah, I'm Eli Fathi. I'm the CEO of MindBridge Analytics. We call it MindBridge AI. The company was launched about 3.5 years ago. We currently serve 9 countries. The product was launched just 1.5 years ago, but as a company, we launched it 3.5 years ago. The key about our product that from day one, we use artificial intelligence to detect anomalous transaction in data. And when you talk about that, we don't mention big or small data, and we don't mention necessarily what type of data. Mm-hmm. When you deal with artificial intelligence, the key to artificial intelligence is to solve the big data problem. Every year you see basically 1 trillion terabytes of new data that is being generated. 90% of all new data generated in the last 12 months. So this is what is known as the big data problem. But artificial intelligence really uses that as a food. So the food for artificial intelligence is the big data. And this is what is known as labeled data. When you're able to look at information and based on what the information is all about, that's why it's called labeled data, you are able to determine certain elements. In our case, we determine anomalous transaction in data. We basically look and find patterns in data, and based on these patterns, we identify and say, this is an area that you should investigate.
So when you think about from an entrepreneur, small business perspective, we now have so many different applications. When we talk about big data, for those people out there, just what is that? We've got data in our POS systems, we have data in our accounting system, bill payment systems, all these systems. So how does a small business owner and entrepreneur just even manage all this, and how does AI help?
So you identify the real world problem, the real life problem, in the sense that the data currently exists in disparate databases. Mm-hmm. This is not unique to the small business. It's unique across everybody, enterprises, and even at home. If you look at it, you have some that are in paper form, some that are automated, and so on. So that's a different story, that how to ingest the data. So you have to separate the data ingestion or collection, collection first, ingestion second, processing third, and then apply the AI. So what we're going to see, we have to look at it the now and maybe 5 years from now. Right. As we move towards digital automation, digital transformation is the key word. In the last 3 years, 5 years, almost every major company have something to do with digital transformation. Mm-hmm. What is it digital transformation all about? It's exactly solving this ingestion of data that is in disparate databases. Mm-hmm. And currently, you don't have a unified way of taking this information in. And a lot of time is spent on this aspect of it. And before you can actually process the data, you need to acquire it and put it together. So it is not unique to small business, it's across everybody. We're going to see that changed because we're going to see a lot of online systems that are going to start to process the data. So if you look at, for example, receipts, you now have all kind of companies that enable you to do that online. Mm-hmm. So that portion, as these start to, the first step is for us as individual and corporation to start to use the digital method of acquiring the data. Over the next N year, I would say in 3 to 5 years, you'll see more integration such that it will become a unified way of extracting the data. Meanwhile, you're going to have 2 steps. You have the steps where you have to acquire the data, ingest it, process it, and then apply the AI. Down the road, it's going to be all one.
Right. So if you've been an entrepreneur, let's say, that has been very manual, and basically what you're talking about with this ingestion of data, that's going to happen behind the scenes in the technology world.
Yes.
But in order for them to take advantage of that, analyze what's happening in their business, they have to start on technology. They have to get to the cloud. They have to start utilizing these tools. What areas do you think are the best entry points for them to enter in and start utilizing in their business that will start getting them on their journey so that they'll be able to take advantage, like you said, in 3 to 5 years, because they need to plan for what's coming?
So as a business, as I said, digital transformation, you have to be committed to digital transformation.
Mm-hmm.
Now, where do you start? As a small business, generally, I mean, you have a couple of, every function of the company will follow certain predicted way. So if you are a company, generally you'll either offer a product or a service.
Right.
You have employees.
Mm-hmm.
You pay rent. So you have to pay your employees. So if you look at, let's start with the employees. There's a lot of online payment system.
Mm-hmm.
Makes no sense anymore to have checks,
right?
So that's one thing. So
Mm-hmm.
you have all of that done automatically. Now, you offer services or product, so you have to invoice the customers.
Mm-hmm.
There's a lot of online tools that can offer that you can invoice them based on that. Then you may have timesheets for the employees, or if you offer services, again, the different software packages to each of these elements that are all online. They may not be totally integrated, but once they're online, you will have a way that over time people will unify them.
Right.
But the first step has to be that you take every function in the company and start to use online kind of internet-based tool.
Right.
So later on, when it will be integrated, you'll be ready.